Hi, everybody. My name is David Mashian, and I'm Dave the Real Estate Guy. Today, we're going to cover in the commercial real estate brokerage boot camp prospecting, going to events and trade conferences. So, one thing you got to know is you can develop business from a lot of places, and one of them are trade shows and conferences and networking events. So, these are events that are worth considering. Some are like trade shows that are like industry trade shows that are geared towards either a group of people like property managers or property management or a particular product type, like let's say apartments or mobile homes or retail or industrial properties. There's all kinds of trade shows and associations for any of these aspects of real estate. So these are, if you're, let's say, a property manager, it would be worth being a part of a property management association. If you are an owner of an industrial property, it's worth being a part of that association for industrial properties. Or if you are a retail, let's say you're a tenant for retail properties, let's say you're a fast foods company, well, it's worthwhile being a part of a trade show for retail shopping centers or retail uh, properties that you can be in touch with other people who could potentially give you new locations. So it's super important to understand what trade shows would be most beneficial, and also to get involved with them. It gives you a greater depth in terms of connections, but also an understanding of the industry that you're a part of. The other one are charities. Charities are obviously what they say, things that benefit people in different ways. Whether it could be a religious charity, it could be non-religious, it could be for particular diseases or feeding people or eliminating homelessness or what a myriad of charities. I'd say the thing to do is if you want to get into a charity, get involved in the one that truly interests you and not about where the money is. Because you'll find out that there are plenty of very wealthy people who are in real estate that are part of a lot of different charities. So being involved with a charity that particularly interests you is a good way of expanding your network and potentially helping your business grow. Another one is community groups. It could be a business association. It could be PTA, whatever is that is part of your community, and that could expand your growth. And of course, the trade associations we just talked about for trade shows. Typically, the trade associations are the ones that put on the trade shows. But if let's say they're not putting trade shows on, an association that has, let's say, regular meetings that you can meet other people within the same interests, like let's say a board of realtors, right? That's a good something to consider. So these are all worthwhile to expand your network. Now, these are the product specialty associations. I think are the ones particularly that you want to focus on. For like, let's say retail, we have ICSC, which is the International Council of Shopping Centers, and ACRE, Association of Commercial Real Estate. Apartments, you have the AOA, Apartment Owners Association, California Apartment Association, and many more. I'm just listing a few here. Office, you got the BOMA for the office properties, and industrial, you got NAIOP. Land, you have ULI, which is Urban Land Institute, and there's many others for hospitality, mobile home parks, etc. So if you have a particular focus, you may want to look into see what association really serves your focus and be a part of that. It's something good to put on your resume or on your marketing materials that you're part of that. It adds extra credibility to what you do. Sometimes you get product specialty events that are hosted by commercial real estate events. Like BizNow is a big company that promotes a lot of different events for different specialties. It could be office, it could be even regional. It could be, let's say, Long Beach, depending on where they're focusing on. ALM as well, and I haven't mentioned a lot of others here. IMN is a company that puts on a lot of trade shows as well. That is very good for specific investments, real estate or finance. So when you go to one of these trade shows or conference or a meeting or whatever it is, networking or a charitable organization, there's a way of getting the biggest bang for your buck. Okay. So one is when you get a business card, first have a business card. Have a business card, have plenty of them, and make it so that make it readily available to whoever you're meeting, right? And your business card should be um, on the back. It should be nothing on it, so you can write, or other people can write their notes on there. And it should not be glossy. It should be white, matte, so you can write on it easily with a pen or pencil, and people can take their notes on there. So writing notes on the back of business cards of contacts when you meet them is important, because you may want to say, "Oh, follow up with XYZ property," or have them call John Smith or whoever, right? Whatever the note is. And or you can say what degree of importance this contact holds, right? And I'd say after the conference or the trade show or the meeting, call and email your contacts, your valued contacts, within 24 hours of the initial contact to follow up with a meeting. Now, one thing to note is also on your business cards, I'd say put a picture there, and also larger font sized writing on your card, because it's easier to identify for other people to know who they spoke to. They may keep your card, and a week later they get it, maybe 2 weeks later, maybe months later, they won't recognize it. They won't understand how they met you. But if they see your picture on there, what you do, and it's large writing, that helps them um, be able to put it together as to where they met you and what context. So once you do that, within the 24 hours, contact everyone, and I'd say out of courtesy, contact the people who maybe not necessarily the ones you want to follow up with, but worthwhile to build some rapport, just since you already did meet. And if you're not interested in them, just throw out the ones that you're not interested in, and keep the ones that you are interested in, and maintain those as a regular contact to reach out to keep the business going. So if you're going to go to a trade show, a lot of people, I'm surprised a lot of people go unprepared. If you're an attendee now, particularly as an attendee, um, you want to go plan on who you're going to meet and make appointments at the trade show. So oftentimes you're going to run into people all over the country, and you've never met them in person. You don't even know what they look like, and they're going to be at the same conference that you're going to. So since you're both going to be at the same conference, then it's a great opportunity to make a point of meeting them at that conference, whether it's before, during, or after. And should be a short meeting, it could be a long meeting, whatever you think, but at least make the appointment to meet with them, because that way you have a personal contact with somebody now. Whereas before, let's say you were one state, they're in another state, it's physically meeting is impossible, but at a trade show, it's very possible. So make sure you make a point of meeting those people that you couldn't before. And of course, what I just said before, bring plenty of business cards and trifolds. A trifold could be a flyer. It doesn't need to be folded in 3 parts. It could just be a flyer. So when you're at the conference and you're talking to people, give them your business card and also give them a flyer of what you do. These are valuable tools to remind people what you do, and they may contact you. And also similarly, you want to make sure you contact the people that are important for you, for your business. And you want to bring plenty of flyers and brochures for your listings. So if let's say you're attending a ICSC, International Council of Shopping Centers, and you have a retail shopping center that you want to lease out a few spots to, you want to make plenty of flyers for that to pass out to potential retailers, potential tenants that would be good for that shopping center. You want to make sure that in fact, you would be wise to make an appointment to meet with those particular retailers that you think would be good for your shopping center, to talk to them about your property. So you want to make sure you have plenty of cards and brochures for them. Another way is also is to make customized newsletter for yourself. That kind of validates you in terms of that you're the specialist in the business. And if you are using, if you have a booth at a trade show, use your company table if available for making those meetings and posting those newsletters about your company and posting your listings there. And kind of the basic obvious thing is arrive early so you take full advantage of the trade show, smile and start networking. Don't be shy about meeting anybody. Get out there and start meeting people. That's why they're there. That's why you're there. You know, it's all about connecting. All right, guys, we're on to chapter 23. I'll talk to you later. Take care.